Welcome back to another episode of Airplane Mode. I had to restart the thing, man. I told you the cameras was gonna start hating on us because we talking about some real stuff. That's what happened. I noticed that, but basically I was saying recently I had died. Like I took some cheap cough syrup medicine called Tussin. And
so it wasn't even Robitussin, it was just Tussin.
Yeah, it was like Tussin. And I took it, I took 3 shots of it, cap full. And then I drank energy drink. I think it was a Red Bull or something like, or a Monster Energy drink after that. And then I went to work. And then while I was out there working, I felt like a burst of energy, but then I felt like it was slip.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. Like imagine your car just, and then it just. Yeah. And I was like feeling like that, and I was working. Then I'm like, and then I feel myself almost like coming out of myself. Like what was that? So then I ain't thinking about it. I just kept working. After I got finished working for the night, because I work at night, I went home, took a shower. I laid down, to go to sleep. I laid down. While I was laying down, my heart was just beating real hard. So then I finally went to sleep, and then I woke up, and I felt my heart, doing it. It was still doing the same thing, like it would like speed up and then go back to normal. Yeah. So this time, it did it, and then it just stopped. Mm-hmm. Like I felt my heart stop, and I was like, maybe it's just skipping the beat or something. And then it didn't start back up. So I'm like, I know my heart ain't stopped. Like I'm still thinking, like I know my heart didn't just stop. So while I'm thinking that, my hands went numb. You know how you rest on your arm?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Yeah, my arms got tingly. My face got tingly. My leg, everything went tingly. I felt my blood settle in my entire whole body. Mm-hmm. And then the hearing, like the dogs was barking, like the volume went low. And then my eyes, everything got like gray, like everything was getting dark, like a TV powering off. And at that moment, I knew I was freaking dying, man. And I was like, right when I was at that part of slipping away, like everything was getting dark. Mm-hmm. I was like, hold up. Like I said, like, hold up. Like, this shit scared me. Like I said, hold up out of fear. Like, this is not how I expect dying would be. Like, I thought it'd be a white light. Like, what the hell? Like, I always look forward to death. You know what I mean? Like, I always look forward to death. But what was happening, I didn't like that. I didn't like that everything was, it seemed like I was really just being turned off. Like, things was going black. I didn't see no white light like they talked about. I didn't see that there was a way of going to an afterlife. Like I really felt like that was it. Like when it went dark, I felt like it's gonna be over.
Damn.
Like you just don't have no memory, nothing. You just everything go black, and I felt that. Yeah. So after that, I was like, and I jumped up. My heart was like boom, boom, like beating hard. I was like, what the? So I got up immediately. I didn't sleep for like 2 days. I was afraid to go back to sleep.
Damn.
I ain't go to sleep. But yeah, I didn't like that because I always look forward to dying. Like I wanted to join the military, be a Marine, die, go to the afterlife. Because I feel like the afterlife is something to look forward to. That's the real
it should
life.
Be.
Yeah, like that's like the real life. To me, I feel like that's real life. Like this, all I'm doing is just working, trying to survive. I want to be in a real life. But once I experienced that, now I actually got a fear of dying. That's when I got my life insurance, all of that. Like I got my life insurance. My kid's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got some good coverage, like white people coverage. Like my kid's gonna be good. I was like, man, I'm getting that life insurance. I almost died for nothing. Over nothing. Something. Yeah, like I wasn't even sick. I just took it because I felt like I was coughing.
Yeah.
And I like, let me, get straight before I do get sick.
Yeah.
I would have died for nothing, man. But after that, I kind of questioned a lot of things. I didn't see the white light or whatever, the bright light. But yeah, we were saying some real stuff. Let's go back to the reincarnation.
Reincarnation, heaven and hell.
Heaven,
where your soul go when you die.
Where do your soul go? So now I really don't know. Like, I don't know where the soul go. Because it seemed like I was really turning off. Like, computer powering off.
Yeah.
But what I've learned, what I want to believe is that, you know, we go to the real afterlife.
Yeah.
A real spot to enjoy real life type of thing. Yeah. What you think? Reincarnation, you believe in that?
Yeah, I believe in it.
You said you believe
not
in
your soul or your mind, but I think your spirit.
Yeah.
Especially like, you know, you got courageous spirits. I feel like those spirits be kind of going through they go through like, I mean, you know, the type of spirit too. Like you see like certain people, they just born a certain way, you know, courageous or cowardly, or I feel like the spirits. I feel like just your spirit, you know, it goes into you know, new people or whatever. When like yours go away, I feel like it ain't, because it's only, they say energy, it cannot be created or destroyed. So I feel like that energy just leave you and just go somewhere else.
You believe that? That makes me think, like, you think you can summons up other people's energy or other people's spirits? You ever hear like religious people like, I got the might of Michael, the spirit of Michael, you know, Michael the archangel.
That energy, yeah, you can get that energy.
Yeah, the energy, that's what voodoo is.
Lord, give me the strength
ancestors.
of Samson. One last time. Give me Samson's energy.
That's a part of voodoo. They believe in like connecting with their ancestors for energy.
You definitely can attract that energy to yourself.
Yeah.
I believe it. You manifest it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And can you pass your own energy to someone else? Like
can I pass it?
Yeah, like your children. Like, I want my son to have my kind of spirit. Can you teach him to have your kind of spirit, or can you just like put it in him, like you brainwash him to have your spirit?
I don't think you can do that one.
Spirit. Like, what is spirit?
Because you have some kids that follow behind their parents, but then you have some kids whose parents try to make them like them, and they resented them for it. Like, that just wasn't me. You know, like if he a famous person and he like, I don't want that fame. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm an introvert. I like to be behind closed doors and do my own thing. And they be mad because they grew up in fame, but they didn't want that. But their parents was like that. So it's like, now, but you got some kids got to follow right in their footsteps. You know, you look at like, what's it, Jaden Smith? Mm-hmm. He doing exactly what his dad doing. You know, he being in movies, he doing music. You know, but then you got...
That's what he saw growing up. You know, he saw his dad doing movies and music.
Yeah, he's in that environment.
Yeah.
He just connected to his spirit too, though. Like if you look at you got other famous people, they kids, you don't even know how their kids look.
Right, you won't even know your parents, and you still will kind of live their life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just found out, like my great grandfather Yusuf Karshi, a famous photographer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like fame. Like he took all them Martin Luther King pictures, all the Muhammad Ali posing pictures. Like he took all them pictures, and I'm into photography.
That's dope.
I got a picture of him.
But it skipped your dad, but it kind of got on. Well, it skipped your mom. Now your mom was into that stuff too.
Yeah, they all was kind of into it. You know, into entertainment, music, some kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's a genetic thing for
I would
her.
say it's probably in your genes.
Yeah, in your genes.
Man. Cause you know, like you can act like a parent that you're never around. Like,
right.
I act a lot like my dad, but I've never really been around my dad at all. So.
I talk a lot like my dad, and I didn't like. I remember the first time I got around my dad when I was like a teenager. I'm like, this nigga saying shit. I be saying because I make up my own words and stuff, and he made up the same kind of words I made up.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy, man. But yeah, genetics is real. It's
so
amazing.
do you think DNA have memory?
Yeah. It's like a muscle. You know how your muscles got memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like if your muscle remember lifting 15 pounds, you'll eventually, like if you stop working out, but if you try to lift it, your body will be like, oh yeah, I remember doing this before. And it'll just respond back to it.
Now let's go deeper with that. Trauma and like emotions. You think like your DNA, like you can be acting just like your great grandfather. Like he might not like you don't like medication. You don't take no pills. Well, I mean pills probably wasn't around that long. But like you meet some people, they just scared of snakes. Like I just can't stand snakes. But maybe a great grandparent
was killed by a snake.
Yeah, probably killed by a snake or suffered some type of trauma from a snake. And
yeah, I believe in that. See,
Yeah.
the reason why Shamika said something like that when she was born. Like her mom was terrified. She was scared because her sisters was saying some weird shit about when when all the nurses come in, something bad is happening. So her mom was terrified when she was having Shamika. So Shamika, she like a really like easy to frighten person. You know what I mean? Like she's really high stress. You gotta talk to her soft. Like you can't even joke with her. You know how the couples be doing pranks? I couldn't do that to her. Like she would probably really like have an anxiety attack. You gotta be real sensitive. But yeah, that's because I think that trauma stuff is real. Even with meat, like you eating cows and stuff that died in fear. And their muscles tense up and it's releasing a chemical, you know, into the muscles to respond like that. And then we eat it. That was the last thing.
They try to kill animals. They try to do it in a
humane type way.
Yeah, they try to sneak up and do it. Like they'll just cut the throat real quick so it don't.
So they won't be afraid.
Yeah, cause that energy, that negative energy, I bet it transfer into the people. That's why they try to kill them real quick.
I remember Jalen said
not in a torturing
smartest
way.
thing to me. She like, how you expect to be humane and act like you're human when you eating animals? That's why you wild like that. You acting like an animal because you eating animals. You are what you eat. Like you losing self-control. You getting mad about stuff.
Yeah, but you ain't eating no wild animals. It ain't like you eating lions and tigers.
Wow. But animals gonna do what the hell they want to do.
But cows just chill though. Cows be chilling. They'll drink.
How often we eat cows though? If anything, we eat chicken more than anything. Chicken.
Yeah. I don't even eat beef like that.
Chicken is like the most cowardly, crazy, high-strung animal.
Scratch that.
Yeah, chickens is crazy.
Yeah.
They always hollering. They always fighting. You ever see them? They always fight each other.
Yeah.
Chickens is crazy. And pigs, they kill their own. They eat their own babies.
Pigs eat everything.
They'll eat anything. They'll kill their babies, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll kill their parents, whatever. They'll eat them.
That's how
you
people
wonder why
get rid of dead bodies.
rates is
The mafia
going up.
dudes.
For real.
Yeah, they throw them in the pig pens. Pigs will get rid of everything, bone everything.
I just said something real. Y'all ain't even hear me, boy. I
What
said
that?
something real, boy. I said y'all wonder why abortions, abortion rates is going up more.
Right.
It's
Why?
the chitlins. They eating pigs. Pigs kill their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't want to get on that subject. That's just a high statistic. Pretty much everybody you know had an abortion.
That shit like them kind of normalized, man. That shit weird to me.
I like what you had said though. What you had said about the chambers, the suicide chambers.
Oh yeah. I was saying like somebody who's suffering from like cancer or any physical illness, or even suffering from a strong mental illness, and they want to just relieve themselves of that pain and just end themselves.
So you think they should get counseling before they make that final decision?
I mean, counseling can't work for them. Like they probably did go through counseling, but whatever they suffered through was so. Like this one dude, they said this one dude in Austria I read about. He went and killed himself. He was like 104 years old, but he killed himself, and I was like, that's
He
kind of
living too long. Like,
yeah. He was like, man, I'm living. I don't. Everybody around me dead and stuff. Like probably his kids probably even died.
I can understand why he would want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, cause he's just suffering at that.
he
at that
couldn't
point,
wait
man.
4 more or 1 more year, like 104 years.
That's a long
You know
time.
you about to any day now.
So the thing about it. So what do you think about him killing himself? Because
Did
we
he
talked about
lose-
religion.
Did he lose his insurance? Like, did he still get, his life insurance? Because, when you kill yourself, it's like you forfeit.
Yeah, you forfeit all that.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
So do y'all think people should be able to do that? Get assisted suicide?
I don't know.
You know why?
I kind of don't feel like if somebody really suffering like physically, like you said, your aunt had lupus, I would want to be there. Like, yeah, kill him, let me go.